I hope that music isn't too loud. I haven't streamed with music in a hot minute. Alright, so let me get right to it. I didn't do a stream yesterday because it was just a lot of nonsense, a lot of chaos going on with me leveling and having to deal with family stuff, also trying to play. But I said I'd stream a little bit today because everyone's playing, everyone's, doing their own thing, and so am I. I picked the Warlock as the main. I was in heavy debate on whether I was going to be a Warlock or Warrior or Druid. Those are the three that I was kind of juggling around the level first. Like, I'm more than likely going to have each one of those classes leveled, geared, ready to go. But the Warlock I'm opting as the main. I think I spoke about it enough at length on my various tank streams and stuff like that. But Warlock and Druid are kind of akin. They kind of operate the same. A lot of effective health, a lot of armor, a high single target threat. Druids don't really excel at AoE threat, but they still have swipe. They can still manage. They have mangle now, so they can tab. They can mangle one, maul another. Mangle the third. And they still have swipe as not really to hold threat, but more as a support, just to keep building threat. Warlock's a little bit more tricky. They do have shadow cleave, which effectively is the same as swipe, but I don't know if it's gonna scale with spell power. If it does, then I think that just makes it better than swipe, because obviously swipe doesn't scale with attack power for vanilla. They might have changed that. I don't think they have yet. I think somebody would have said something, but Warlock and Druid kind of operate the same. High single target threat, and if you want to make the reach, this might be reaching here, but even Wrath Death Knight kind of operates the same as those two. Like, Death Knights and Wrath have very high single target threat. They boast a lot of not really a lot of armor, not like a Druid with a lot of armor, and obviously they don't hold shields, but they still have a lot of they still can have a lot of armor. I think, honestly, by virtue of some of my gear that I have and the armor points that I have, I think I have a little bit more armor than my coat tank on Wrath, and he plays Paladin. And obviously he can use a shield, which has a lot of armor. So, yeah. I think Druids, Warlocks, Death Knights are all in that same vein of boasting a lot of effective health and very strong single target threat. Kind of lackluster on the AoE. Warlocks, like I said, do have Shadow Cleave. Unless it scales with spell power, it's probably just going to be the magic version of swipe. They do have a Lake of Fire, which is a rune that when you use Rain of Fire, it drops a pool that increases fire damage you and your pet deal. That can be kinda used. Once I get the rune, I can more so use it and figure it out in practice. I think the way to pull with that is you drop Rain of Fire on whatever you're trying to target, and then you can't maintain channeling it, because one, you'll get spelled, they'll interrupt it, they'll shorten the cast on it if you're getting attacked, and two, you cannot dodge or parry. Well, Warlocks don't have parry, but you can't dodge while channeling. So it's kind of tricky on the AoE tanking thing for Warlocks, but we're gonna see. We're gonna make it work. What else I want to talk about? Oh, as you can see, I have 6 out of the 7 runes here. Currently on my gear, I'm using Haunt, Demonic Grace, and Master Channeler, and I do want to talk about that a little bit at length. So Haunt, I think, is really, really strong. I think Haunt was honestly the best option for giving Warlocks their starter rune. Like, every class gets a starter rune. Mages get Ice Lance. Warlocks obviously get Haunt. I think Warriors get Victory Rush. So every class has the rune that they get right at the beginning at level 2 from their trainer. And Haunt is just really strong. I'm trying to find a mob so I can show you the power of Haunt, because for the glove rune right now, all I have is Chaos Bolt and Haunt. Chaos Bolt is strong as well. It's a really strong effect. It always hits, and just, I think, when it says Chaos Bolt always hits, cannot be resisted, and its knowledge causes all your fire spells to pierce through absorption effects, I think what that means is when you have it actually equipped. So if I had Chaos Bolt inside my glove rune, my fire spells right now only have Immolate, but Immolate would go through absorbs or bypass absorbs. I think that's what that means. I'd have to, you know, use it in practice for me to figure it out. But I think that's what that means. But right now I'm using Haunt. I think Haunt is the better version for that because actually we'll find some gnolls here. I'm hunting down gnolls. I really do not like this quest, patrolling for Westfall. Like, it's no different than any other kill and grab quest, but it just feels like the gnolls never drop their paws, in my opinion. But so the reason why I like Haunt so much is like this wolf I'll use. You haunt, does a lot of upfront damage. It's instant, increases all shadow damage taken by 20%. And this wolf will probably, this coyote will probably be dead. Actually, it might not be by the time Haunt comes back, but it heals on the return. It heals you for the damage that it did, including crit damage. So if I were to crit, whatever the crit number is, I would get that health back. And it just really just bolsters the survivability. So I really, really like Haunt for that, especially since it's increasing the damage of my corruption and my Curse of Agony. So Haunt is a really solid leveling rune, in my opinion. I think it's a little bit better than Chaos Bolt in that, and just in survivability. It doesn't do more damage than Chaos Bolt, but it does increase your survivability and do a lot of damage up front in and of itself. What's the other rune? Demonic Grace. So Demonic Grace is the only leg rune I have. This is like a micro cooldown. It gives you 30% crit and dodge for 6 seconds on a 20-second CD. 30% crit is a lot, obviously, coming off of, what do I have right now? I can't see. Where's spell crit? Spell crit. I have a 4.78 spell crit chance. So obviously add 30 to that, you have a high chance to crit something. The problem with Demonic Grace is that it's a 6-second CD. So not 6-second CD, 6-second duration. So you're really only getting, like, if I use Demonic Grace, where am I going? I'm running in circles. 1 second. Here we go. If I use Demonic Grace and right now I use Demonic Grace, I only have time for like a Haunt crit. You know what I mean? Dots cannot crit in vanilla, so loading up your dots and then using Demonic Grace doesn't do anything. So it's really only my Haunt that can crit, my Wand, and my Shadow Bolt. And Shadow Bolt is a 2.2 second cast, so you're really only getting like one Shadow Bolt. So, but I mean, it's not a bad CD. It's just right now it's just not as effective. I'm gonna turn around actually. But I mean, it's good for it also works on your pet too. It gives your pet 30% crit, so your pet might, like, I'm using the imp right now, he might get like 2 fire bolts off. The 30% dodge is cool too. Obviously the chance to not be melee just means more survivability, so that's cool too. And it doesn't cost anything, it's free. It costs no mana. You just pop it and move on. So I do like it for that. I'm about to tag up these 2 mobs right quick. So yeah. So let me dot you up. Let me turn homeboy here to a track star. There we go. And let's finish off this guy. What's going on, Dana? How you living? How you living? Just enjoying this season of Discovery. Oh, I didn't even talk about the last rune. So yeah, chest rune. Let me close this. I don't even know why I installed that add-on. Oh, hold up. The squad just came back. Hold up. Alright, so you're going to become a track star. And then we finish off these ones. So Master Channeler is the last rune that I'm using. And it's this green line. So it basically turns Drain Life into a dot that still has the channeling animation. And it's really strong because what it does is, let me see. Your Drain Life no longer is channeled. It's a 15-second duration with a 15-second CD. So if the mob is alive long enough for it to last, then it's just, you get 100% uptime on it. But what it does is each tick that it deals damage, it heals you for 50% more. So it's always stronger a heal the next tick go around. So it's really strong for what I just did there, pulling 3 mobs and not worrying about my life in really any way. What was that I just missed? Oh, the mage scroll. That doesn't even sell for a lot. I am enjoying Season of Discovery. I think it's going to be better once I'm able to hit level 25 and someone finally discovers the Metamorphosis rune and I can actually really play the game. But I am enjoying it. It's a nice little, fresh little take on WoW. I'm enjoying it myself. My bags are full. Don't look at my bags. They look crazy right now. But actually, let me 1 second. I feel like this music is kind of this type loud. I'm about to turn it down a little bit. I'm trying to get it right. That sounds about right. I haven't streamed with music on in a minute, so it's been a little bit. But yeah. So the other chest runes you got Master Chandler, you got Soul Siphon, which just increases the amount drained from Drain Life, which essentially is the same thing, right? It also increases the amount drained from Drain Soul, and this is per dot you have up on the target, right? So this is probably good in raid fights where you can stack up a whole bunch of dots. But the problem is you don't really use Drain Life or Drain Soul as damage dealers. Like you're just kind of using Shadow Bolt. So I don't know how effective this will be for DPS Warlocks, but only time will tell. And then the last one is Demonic Tactics. It gives you and your pet 10% crit chance, increased crit chance, which I'm not mad at. I think at this low level though, I think you get more consistency from Master Channeler. You just get more survivability. It does a decent amount of damage, and that's really it. So basically, Season of Discovery is what up, Mad Gaming? Oh, Madman Gaming, my bad. Just going over some Warlock stuff and Lvling. So, but Danny, to answer your question, basically what Season of Discovery is it's vanilla, the same vanilla that you know, but there are twists. So if you look at my character pane right now, these are runes, and basically they either augment your current abilities, or I'm going the wrong way, or they add new abilities to you. So, and they each have, you only have one rune per slot. So for the chest, I can either put Master Channeler, Soul Siphon, or Demonic Tactics. The legs, I only have Demonic Grace, so that's what's there. And hands, I can choose between Chaos Bolt and Haunt. And there are a total of 12 runes right now. There will be adding more as the phases go on. As of right now, only the level cap is 25. So if you wanted to jump in, it's very easy to get into. Level 25 isn't a hard, level cap to obtain. So it has a pretty low entry cost, right? It's not grinding to level 60. 60 can, like, of course, a lot of people have already leveled to 60 in 2019 Classic and 2004 Classic and Season of Mastery and like mad iterations, right? But it also can be pretty daunting, like if you've never played WoW. So I think 25 is a very, very low cost of entry. Even if you're just a casual player, like you can hit 25 pretty easily, you know what I mean? So, but I think it's a nice fresh, I think it's partly what WoW people were looking for. It might not be the total package of what people had in mind. Especially when you look at things like mage healers and rogue tanks and stuff like that. But I think it's at least giving its best effort forward, and I'm enjoying it so far. So mix a little old with the new. But that's really it for the rune. Yeah, these are all the runes I got. Like I think the only rune I'm missing is Shadow Bolt Volley, and I don't really need that right now. It just turns my regular Shadow Bolt into a cleave. I'm not even using Shadow Bolt right now, to be quite honest. So there's no real need for me to have Shadow Bolt Volley. And it sounds like it's easy enough to get. I can just go to Lock Mode and kill some mobs and get my thing. So what realm were we on? I could probably figure it out, Danny. Just let me know. But I really don't like this Noah quest. Like, I really don't like this Noah quest, yo. I don't like Westfall in general. Like, honestly, the only reason I'm Alliance is because I got a lot of friends who are Alliance. A lot of guildies, a lot of friends who are playing Alliance. Like, I would have played Horde. I think, honestly, when you compare the Horde opening areas to the Alliance opening areas, Horde is just better. The Barrens is better than Westfall. The Valley of Trials and Northshire Abbey is kind of the same to me. Northshire Abbey might be a little bit better. But once you once you hit, like, level 6, 5, 6, 7, that area, like, I think Razor Hill is better than Goldshire. Barrens is better than Westfall or Red Ridge. It's just a smoother transition, in my opinion. So, not for nothing, Danny. Looking back, I probably still got you on my real ID. I feel like I haven't done a friendsless purge in quite some time. I still got people way back, way back. So if you see me pull up, just if you see me around, just pull up with me. All right, yeah, this Node quest is really like I'm giving it one more lap and then I'm out of here. I don't even care. I'm sick of this quest. I'm sick of this quest. But back to what was I want to talk about? I was talking about Warlock leveling runes. So I got all the runes. I'm waiting for them to discover meta, and then we can really get rocking, and then I'm really gonna tank and stuff like that. I saw the Black Fathom Depths loot thing that WoW had posted, and I think most of the items are pretty cool. I don't think any of them scream retail copy paste. Like you still don't get the crazy effects. Like most of them are pretty vanilla-esque. I'm gonna put up on my side screen here as I run back. Hold on one second. Let me turn myself. I think there's some interesting things like the cloth with the high bonus armor. Like that's clearly meant for Warlock tanking, in my opinion. Not to say no one else could use it, right? Like if we look at the clam weave tunic that has 117 armor for a cloth chest, like that's a lot of armor on a cloth piece. You know what I mean? Like if you compare that to like what I'm wearing right now, I guess it doesn't count because this isn't a level 25 piece, but like I have a 28 armor piece right now, right? So 117 multiplied by the metamorphosis armor modifier, the 500%, it's a lot of armor. So that's clearly meant for a Warlock. Like it has 117 armor, 3 agility, 11 stamina, and 5 intellect. Like all the things that a Warlock tank would want. Agility to increase your dodge chance, stamina is obvious, and intellect to increase your mana pool. So I think some things are clear cut. I think certain things they kind of mixed up on purpose, if you ask me. Like the hand wraps. I wish I could like show you, but I can't. Actually, maybe no. Let me just scroll this down real quick. Let me just shrink it down, I guess. Shrink it down completely. I can like put it like right here, because I don't really need to see the thing. Oh, it's gone. Because I'm an idiot and I don't know how the internet works. Jesus. But anyway, we could just scroll down real quick. Let me make sure there's no nulls that's gonna attack me. I think we're good. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna camp this spot. We're gonna wait right here. Let me re-up demon skin. Let me get a food buff, and we're gonna be alright. But yeah, like this one, the clam weave tunic, that's clearly made for Warlock tanking. Let's see what else we got. Like these, the hand wraps are Befile Water, so another item with bonus armor on them. But it only increases damage done by shadow spells. So that's kind of interesting considering Warlock tanks are probably going to be using Searing Pain as their main threat modifier. So you can still take them, obviously, but just know that you don't make the greatest use of the equip effect because the only shadow spell that you're really going to use in practice is probably Shadow Cleave. You could probably still cast Shadow Bolt, but again, if you're actively tanking, and you're trying to hard cast Shadow Bolt, I'm about to snipe this. If you're actively tanking, you're trying to hard cast Shadow Bolt, you're going to get the spell pushback. You're not going to be able to dodge. Oh, someone sniped it for me. So, yeah, you probably won't use that in full practice. If you're not tanking, like if you're waiting for the taunt or whatever have you, then sure, they can still be used. But, I don't know. Some other Warlocks might feel away. Like, they might feel away if you take that, knowing good and well that you main tank with Searing Pain. So, they might feel away. Looking at the trinkets, I think the trinkets are kind of, let me see if I can find them. Hold on. Where are they? Where are the trinkets at? Maybe I didn't go. Here we go, back up. Okay, boom. Trinkets right here. The trinkets are kind of like what I would expect from vanilla stuff. Like, especially a 10-man level 25 raid. This is exactly what I would expect. A trinket, they all give, well, most of them give some version of shadow resist, right? So we're on equal footing there. One increases healing done by spells, just healing, not damage and healing, just healing. So that's the clear healer winner. One is attack power for clear physical DPS, and one is spell power, or the equivalent of spell power for the casters. And then you have a Warlock only one that increases your Imp's Firebolt by 2. I could see some use in this. Depending on if you want to use the imp. I think the succubus. I think the succubus does more damage at the level 25. I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere. I just don't know if it will still do more with this trinket. And then you have this one, which summons a. Murgle looks like a Murloc name, so I'm sure it summons a Murloc for 30 minutes, and it says providing minor shadow protection, which is the same thing as giving shadow resistance. So I don't know what's up with that. It might do something else. Once you get it, you'll see. But it's only on a 10-minute cooldown, which I think is grace for vanilla stuff. Like vanilla stuff is normally like an egregious cooldown. So the trinkets aren't, they're not what I wouldn't expect from vanilla. I'm gonna move on here. I don't think we're getting another camp. This lap is almost over. I only need one more fucking claw too. But back to the other stuff. So yeah, the trinkets I think are cool. We could look at the weapons real quick. It's leather armor. They have a set, but no set bonus. Like they have a Twilight Elementalist set, but just no accompanying set bonus yet. So that's gonna be interesting to see. Mail armor, Twilight Avengers set. Oh, that one has a set. Hold on. Let me park myself real quick. Let me go to this camp, see if there's anything I could snipe real fast. I don't see anything. Park myself back here. We can look at that Twilight Avengers set. Alright, we good here. So, let's see. 3 set increases your chance to hit with spells and with melee attacks. So this is for both. What is this? This is male, so it's shaman stuff. Shaman, paladin stuff. That's not a bad 1% hit. I'm not mad with everything. I'm not mad at that. Even hunters, I guess hunters could use this technically. No, they can't because they can't wear mail at 25. RP hunters, sorry nerds. But yeah. So yeah. Not even shamans. Shamans can't wear mail either. So paladins, and for warrior, yeah, warriors too. Paladins, warriors, strength, agility, stam, yeah, strength, stam, yeah, this is all warrior paladin stuff. So, GGs. Then yeah, here we got weapons. So we got one-handed weapons, which pretty much all kind of do small effects. Black Fathom Ritual Dagger. It does increases healing and damage. Simple dagger, simple caster dagger. Then we have a very fast dagger that has a chance on hit for nature damage. Another fast dagger that is not, it's a caster dagger. Yeah, simple stuff, very simple stuff. This one increases fire damage only, another dagger, so keep that in mind. Some range weapons. So there is an epic range weapon. So, hunters can stop crying. There's an epic range weapon until like a warrior or rogue steals it, right? But there is an epic range weapon for the hunters. There's also an epic two-hander too. There's an epic staff for the caster boys, and then there's an epic two-hander. So every role type will have a chance to get an epic weapon. So that's pretty cool too. But I think the weapons are cool. I think, again, nothing out of Black Fathom Deeps that I've seen so far is egregious in my opinion. I don't think they're trying to copy paste retail and make things more like retail, like some of the things that I've seen. These weapons seem to be pretty in line. I like the Fathom Blade effect, chance to on hit blast all enemies in front of you and a cone in front of you, and it still increases your chance to hit. So that's 2 really strong effects in my opinion for no stats. The Deadly Strike of the Hydra. This does splash damage and it gives like a little Sunder Armor effect. I would imagine this effect probably stacks with Sunder Armor. If it doesn't, that's a shame, but I would imagine it does. Then we got like a Druid Mace. It doesn't say it's only for Druids, but come on, look at the stats. It's a mace, a 2-handed mace. It's a Druid Mace. Warriors and Paladins, just kind of relax, man. Let the Druids have one. Then we got a simple 2-handed slow axe. That's fine. We got another staff. That's fine. But this one only increases your nature damage. So boom, boys, little boomies, cause y'all are real now. Y'all have the Fury of the Storm Rage rune, so y'all can actually cast Wrath and not go home. So this is probably a pretty good one. Yeah, that's really it. We got some relics, idols for some of the boys. Some offhands. Something's attacking me. Hold up. Oh, I'm about to hit a lick. Oh, hold up. Let me see if I can help homeboy out. Okay, yeah, I got him. All right, we're gonna turn you to a track star. Oh, did he resist me? Oh no, we got it. Then we're gonna fry you up real quick. My man Gel Pit is holding it down, dueling this guy. He might die though. Let me help him. He might die. All right. Boom. He's gone. Now we slide up. Nope. Sorry, bro. Not you. You cannot come back here yet. We ain't ready. All right. There we go. There we go. Easy. This one that I sent packing right here, he's coming back too. I'm not even gonna tag that one yet. Let that guy get that. I only need one more, and I'm not trying to stay here any longer than what I need to be. Yo, Gel Pit, yeah, over here. Here we go. Very important to have a pet attack macro, because sometimes my imp be wildin'. Boom. All right. So no. Damn. I really didn't get one more no pause. See, this is why I hate this quest. You see? We just fought, what, 3 to 4 mobs. It could have been 4. I could have easily tagged that one that rogue hit. And nothing. But, that's why I hate this quest. But, back to the weapon thing. Yeah, I think Black Fathom is going to be very heavily farmed. I think it has some really nice items in there. It's only on a 3-day lockout, so do what you will with that. Try not to live in there. Remember, take everything in moderation. But I think people are going to be living in there for a fact. But that's the beauty about vanilla. I'm sure it's going to have a lot of people's bits. Like, there's a lot of items in there. But there's going to be other places you can go. It's not like Wrath or like future iterations of WoW expansions where you go to one place for your bits, right? That's the one thing I always liked about vanilla, and even like to a lesser extent TBC, is that BIS items still kind of came from a multitude of places, so you had to go out in the world and kind of get shit. But I really want to be done with Westfall. I know I keep saying it, but I really want to be done. I'm over 15. I could have been 16 by now if I was somewhere else. But we're gonna get it. I'm gonna get this last null paw. I'm gonna empty my bags completely, because this really aggravates my OCD. Not my OCD. ADHD. Wrong acronym. So, nope, I got one more camp to swing past. But yeah. I think the next tune I do make is a warrior, though. I think warrior, just by looking from where their runes come from, because warriors get devastate, they get furious thunder, and I don't think flagellation got discovered yet. I gotta double check, but just having devastate and furious thunder, like, you pretty much got the tank package. Warriors are already good tanks. Like, they didn't really need much. So if I would have flipped and this tune would have been a warrior, one, I wouldn't be a gnome, just for a fact, but I would just be doing dead mines right now. I wouldn't even be playing around with this null quest. I would just be in dead mines trying to get my cruel barb, trying to get my smites cleaver or whatever. Like, I'd be playing the game for real. Yeah, it's nothing. Not with the skin is Playboy. I also need to eventually drop skinning, because I need to make room for a real profession. I only picked up skinning because it's a very fast way to just skin things people kill and make gold. Like, it's very easy. Like, you can buy whatever you want if you have skinning. Like, if you make a new tune, like, especially, I mean, now the wave's kind of probably over, but you really should have seen how much leather and just free money people leave on the ground like that. Like, imagine this, but like multiplied by like 1,000 in like the gnome and dwarf area. Just free money on the ground. Of course, it drives you crazy when someone doesn't loot the corpse, because you can't skin if there's still someone else's loot on the corpse. But trust and believe, skinning is just a free, easy way to get some early gold, or silver in this case. I did have a gold before, but I had to buy spells, and I bought a wand and stuff like that. So, all right. Let me see. What quest in my quest log have been completed? It's literally just this damn null paw thing. I've completed almost all this other stuff. I don't think I'm going back to the Jasper Lode mine. I'm gonna try to skip that wolf. That's just a waste of time. Let's see. What I do is periodically I'll check the rune discoveries and see if anyone's discovered meta or something else on a class that I'm looking for. And I don't think anyone has. I feel like that's gonna be like a big post on Wildhead. That's gonna take the top kick. Like they haven't posted any discoveries as like one of their recent news posts, like given it its own page. But I feel like once someone discovers how to get meta, that's gonna be like a link because everyone, pretty much all the Warlocks want meta, even if they don't want to tank, they want meta. So I feel like that's gonna be one that people really clamor for. I can't wait. As soon as I get it, as soon as I find out where it comes from, I'm going to get it. Like I'm gonna gather up the bros and we're gonna figure it out. He stole my tag. Let me see. Open a new tab. Let's see. Where is Hunter? Here we go. So you know what's kind of crazy? Hunters get some like really powerful runes off rip. Like they get access to explosive shot, master marksman, which gives like 5% crit and reduces the mana cost on all your shots by 25%. They get sniper training. When you stand still, you gain like 10% damage or crit. Like they get chimera shot. They get a lot, yo. They get a lot. Like just having explosive shot and master marksman alone to me seems kind of nutty. Like they're gonna be demons in PvP. They're gonna completely take your head top off before you even touch them. All right, let me just tag homeboy up here real quick. And then we want, actually, no, you get tagged up too. Cause I need this. I'm tagging you up too. In fact, I'm gonna turn you. Oh, no, okay. You lucky. You got lucky. He got lucky that mage got to him first. He got lucky. Alright, here we go. Nope. See? No. Wait. Could 90? That's almost a silver. So now I gotta throw something out that's not worth as much. I don't know what I bought this stuff for. RXP told me to, and I still haven't used it. So we getting this out of here. Goodbye, Flint Tinder. Hello, that. And we'll take some linen cloth. Linen cloth is always valuable to sell, especially at this low bracket. Selling linen cloth is definitely valid. Still no, yo. This is nuts. This is nuts. Damn, I should try to snipe one of these things, but still no pause. Still, I just took out a small squad and still no pause. Is there any down here? There is some kinda down there. It's kind of far though. Whatever. I'm gonna go down there. Whatever. Oh, there's hella people over there, slaughtering the Defiance trappers. Jesus, look at them bodies. Look at this. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna make a one more hike to this far knoll camp and then we out of here. For real. Gold Coast Quarry, nope, don't need to be there. I'm sure there's something. I can't just like run around here. Hold up. We're gonna have to go this way. I'm gonna alert Defies Pillager. Nope. You know what? I'm not even gonna go all the way down there. I'm just gonna turn around. But back to the gear talk. So let me see, what is this? This is offhand. Hold on. Let me adjust my run. So I'm definitely not trying to body pull anything. So this is good. This is good. Bet. So yeah. So I mean, offhands look pretty generic. Nothing truly stands out to me. Um, they do have this. So this fist weapon, disgusting wind. They have this is just an offhand, but they have a main hand version that does the exact same thing. A chance on hit just does nature damage. I wonder if that's actually going to be a thing. Like, do rogues still stick to swords at this low, or like would two fast fist weapons with a chance on hit nature proc be better? Like, I wonder if that would be a thing, or like, can shamans use fist weapons? I have no idea. I do know shamans get the dual wield specialization rune, so they can dual wield now. But I don't know if they can actually use fist weapons. But if they can, that'd be kind of nutty. That'd be kind of nutty. Let me see. You got some relics. This one doesn't do anything except. Oh, this is an idol. They increase your spirit by 5. I guess that's okay. This one, I think this is a totem. MP5. I guess that's okay. And this is a paladin. Libram gives you 15 attack power when fighting undead. Why would this? Unless there's some undead in Black Fathom Dust that I don't know about. Why would? Oh, that seems kind of silly at this point. At this bracket, like why? You're not even fighting undead like that. I guess in Duskwood there is some undead mobs. I guess in Shadowfang Keep there's some undead stuff, but yeah, I feel like that Libram's kind of a waste. They could have just left it at like 15 attack power, which maybe is too strong. Maybe they lower it to 10, but I feel like finally, Jesus Christ! All right, let's get out of here. I feel like just giving them that specific of a target. I don't know. Seems kind of weird. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm not helping you, gang. I'm sorry, bro. I'm about to run right into this building. Hold up. Sweet. Gotta hit the weave on them. But yeah, most of the stuff looks pretty solid. Solid. This is like my first time making a gnome ever in this game, and I don't like it. I don't like it. But I can't deny the fact that gnomes just, by and large, have the best racials for Warlock. Like, it's not even close. So, you kinda gotta just bite that bullet. And I mean, the best part about that is, is that if you're tanking, you're primarily gonna be in meta, so you're never really gonna have to look at the gnome like model, right? You're gonna be a big purple demon, so that's the good part about that. But alright, so let's turn in Westfall Stew. Should be in here. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this quest in first before I can't turn it in? Because I gotta pick something. Jesus Christ. Alright, so yeah, let's render some stuff. I know we got some scraps that we can see? Already took care of it for me. So let's get rid of the leather because I'm not doing nothing with that. We can get rid of that. Can't wear mail. We can get rid of the scraps. I'm gonna hold on to these. We can definitely get rid of that. I can actually use that spirit scroll on myself. Boom. Easy clap. Let's sort the bags real quick. Alright, let's see what else we got. Oh yep, selling that. Easy clap. I have mad food for no reason. No reason. What is this? This is a recipe that I'm never gonna do. And I feel like I needed this. I just don't remember why I needed flask oil. There was something I needed for that. Alright, so we're done there. We're done. I'm about to go right back to homie here, and we're gonna sell what? Actually, no, we can put these on. Boop, upgrades, easy. So we can sell these old pups. And I can sell this recipe that I'm never gonna use. I'm not gonna use this dagger over what I got. Easy, clearing out the bag space. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know what happened to. There we go. Something happened to the stream quality. I had to change that real fast. But yeah, at some point I gotta go back and get Shadow Bolt Volley. But I'm not itching to go back to Lock Modan. These 6 runes are pretty fine. I just need somebody to just discover Metamorphosis. You know, I should probably join like a Seize the Discovery Warlock Discord or something. I'm sure they talking about it. I'm sure there's some theories out there that maybe I could have helped with. But some of the rune discoveries were like shockingly easy to me, to be quite honest. Like I think hunters, the horde hunters, they get explosive shot just by killing Sarkoth. Like the I guess quote unquote elite or high level scorpion. And that quest is so free. Hold on one second. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, like imagine an ability as powerful as explosive shot just coming from a level 4 mob. That just seemed crazy to me. I was like, yo, I hope the Alliance, I don't know where dwarves or night elves get their explosive shot, but I hope it's equally as easy because coming from Sarkoth just seems kind of crazy. So that's money spec, and I don't have bracers equipped yet. Which one? Money spec. What you mean? It wasn't even a question. It was a trick question. So what is this? This is a belt that I had to take. It's a mail belt, so that's that's for Xi. Easy clap. But yeah, some of these runes were very, very easy to obtain, in my opinion. So I'm hoping. I know Agrin already had said in his interview that meta's one of the ones it's going to take a little bit. Like it has a step-by-step process. It's not just go to this rock, lift it up. Here's meta. Like as much as I wanted it to be that, I know it ain't going to be that. So here we go. Now this is a real one. Do I actually pick the money spec here and get these boots to sell for 3 silver, or do I see this is strength and spirit cloth? Strength and spirit cloth. What do I have? I have stamina spirit. I don't think I'd take those. What's this? This is an agility cloak. The tank in me wants to take the cloak because eventually, like agility leads to dodge, but I'm not a tank right now. So I think we just go money spec because you need money. If those pants had stamina on it, I'd probably take them, to be honest. Alright, where we headed to? Oh, I got something in the mail. Hold up. I'm supposed to go to the wetlands. I'm supposed to hurt to Thelsmar, go to wetlands and Briar Bronze too. Alright, this is the point in RXP where I gotta start looking. Oh, no one bought that? Sag. Can I use that? No. It has 1 stamina on it. Nope. I'm about to just vendor that pup. No cap. That's not a vendor. But this is the point where I start looking at RXP and figuring out if I actually want to follow their steps or if I want to call an audible. So let's find out. So I'm at step 41. I'm at the end of this pup, basically. So it wants me to go to Thelsmar. Let me see, hold up. Go to Thelsmar, buy this bronze tube, talk to homie, buy healing pots, travel to Menethor Harbor, and then go to Darkshore. So they want me to start leveling in Darkshore. Interesting. Very interesting. I think, hold up, let me see this. Oh, I had this quest. Hold up. Can I buy that leather back? I knew I was stockpiling that light leather for some reason. And it's this waylaid supplies thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that back. I can. I'm sad. Yeah, I can't get it back. That's unfortunate. Oh well, it is what it is. Do what you gotta do. 2 spirit, 1 star. I could equip these. Has 1 win. It's just a direct upgrade. It's literally just a direct upgrade. So yeah, we can sell those pants and call it a day. Alright, now I gotta put new runes on. So for the pants, demonic grace, and for the gloves, haunt. we go. Easy clap. So. Am I ready to go there though? I gotta think. Is there anything else I want to do here? I don't think so. I think I'm pretty solid. Make sure there's no more quests. I think I turned in all the quests. Oh no, I have the device. Yeah, I'll do that before I go. I'll do this Defias thing before I go. Oh, depending on how many people's over there, this could be another spot where there's just mad people camping. I guess on that run over there, I can take a talk about the talents real quick. So, in my Warlock tank stream, I strictly went over what possible talent builds you would take at the max bracket. I never really talked about leveling, but for leveling, I think especially now that I've seen how survivable Warlocks are without the demonic embrace talent, which increases your stamina by 15%, I could really hold off on getting that. But in the affliction tree, I think improved corruption, making corruption instant was a pretty no-brainer. I could have went suppression to give my, it's like basically hit chance for the most part. But while leveling, you're not really missing on a string of things. Like obviously you're gonna get resist here and there, right? But I feel like this talent loses a little bit of its luster for leveling. Obviously, you probably want to take this or consider taking this, I should say, not all the time, but consider taking this at max, because I'm pretty sure fear is the taunt for when you have meta, and fear is an affliction spell, so it would fall under that category. Obviously, as a tank, you don't want your taunts missing, so maybe not maxed out. You probably don't want to max this out. Maybe like 1 or 2 talent points in there, just to kind of give you something. But I don't think for leveling I need it, right? So getting instant corruption and then getting life tap. Life tap gives a lot less mana back than I thought it would, to be quite honest with you. I was actually kind of shocked at how little mana it just seemed to give back. So I was like, you know what? I might as well just go with this. Improved drain life increases the health drain by a drain life. I don't know if that translates to using the Master Channeler rune. I feel like it would, but I just can't confirm it. So once I max out what I want to do here, actually, let's tag you guys up. Well, these are casters. I kind of got to be careful here. Oh, one already got tagged, so we lit. But if it does, then this will obviously be a good talent, especially at 25 when you're tanking. But right now, I just don't know. Oh, hold up. I don't even got the pet out. Hold up. Y'all about to witness a death? Hold up. I'm lacking? Hold up. Haunt about to carry me? Maybe about the wand? It's easy clap. About to turn you into a track star again. Fuck you mean? Get up out of here. Never lacking. Except for that resist on that haunt. Okay. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Get up out of here, boyo. And somebody already tagged the one that I feared. Easy clap. Easy clap. Let me summon my imp before I get caught out here slipping again. Oh, now you wildin' bear. You're going to have to hold that. You're going to have to stand on business with that. Alright. Let's train you up because you was in the way real quick. There we go. Alright, now can I just life tap here and then summon the boy? 10-second summoning cast. This is crazy. Some of y'all might be thinking, yo, why is he not using the Void Walker? One, I think the Void Walker is kind of trash. I think it's trash at this level point because he can't really hold. Like, you have to like go out of your way to like. You have to like use agony, then use corruption, and then kind of drain your way to victory, which just prolongs the fight, stuff like that. And the Void Walker doesn't do a lot of damage anyway, whereas the Imp does a lot of damage. It's not gonna hold threat like a Void Walker, but I don't really need him to. I don't really need the Imp to hold threat more so than I need him to be a distraction. I can kill like if I body pull 2 mobs, and I send the Imp on one, he's gonna do damage to it. He's gonna hold it. I'm not gonna touch it. I can kill 1 mob before the other mob kills the Imp. You know what I mean? He just does more damage. So it's like I don't need threat because like one haunt and the mob is on me. Like one haunt, the mob is on me. The Voidwalker's not going to get it back, and that's just GG. So I feel like it's just more stressful using the Voidwalker, or more time consuming, not stressful. Now he does have sacrifice. He does. You can buy the Grimoire for sacrifice, so you can put like a fat shield on you, which is pretty cool. Like that's a pretty cool little micro cooldown to have, especially for in this area too, like in the Westfall area where things get critical level on, like especially in this Moonbrook area where my mouse is. Yeah, things could get critical. So having the Voidwalker for difficult areas is better, but I don't know. You just gotta be careful. Like I really had to retrain myself and let go of my hardcore PTSD and like tell myself it's okay to die. You can come back. Like a death isn't the end here. Because I really went. I tried to go hard with what is this? I don't make mistakes. I tried to go hard with hardcore and like I was super careful doing all the like survivable strats. And when I got here, I had to remind myself like, yo, bro, you can go into a cave and die. It's okay. Things gonna be all right. We gonna make it. So, but yeah, I just haven't found the Voidwalker being more useful than the Imp. Especially when look at me right now. Like, what's the Voidwalker gonna do when I'm literally healing the damage back? You know what I mean? Like, for what? Like, who cares if I'm taking damage? I'm getting it back. Easy clap. Don't even gotta do nothing. So, I'll tell you what the Voidwalker's not gonna do. He's definitely not gonna do more damage than the Imp. So, let me see how many more I got. Oh, I need a lot. I need a lot of each, so it's gonna be a little tricky. Honestly, I'll probably just kill this, grind out 16, and then start following RXP again. It's probably the move. But what was I talking about before? Oh, talents. Hold on, I got a little snack here. Let me take a quick hit of some gummy bears. These gummy bears are actually for my children, but they're gonna learn a quick lesson in life that there's this thing called tax, and in my household, Dad gets taxed. There's a tax on everything, all snacks, all candies. I need my cut. So, but we'll all see. I hope Dark Shore is better. It probably won't be, but I hope it is. This is the Wayward Boomsticks. I've yet to turn in this thing, so I don't know what the reward is. So I'm going to try to get some leather and actually try to turn it in. But I've yet to see the reward. That's another thing that this Warlock just reminded me. Summoning the Voidwalker costs soul shards, and I don't really have the bag space to carry around soul shards. I don't need to make health stones, obviously, because I'm a Warlock who can do a lot of self-sustain. I guess I can make one. Like I'll probably make one just for that sticky situation. But yeah, actually, I don't really need to. Yeah, I'm gonna tag you up real quick. Help homeboy out. Easy clap. Let's dot you up, and then I'll get one health stone to use, so I can actually make a health get a soul shard, so I can make a health stone. That's the move. Why is this thing here? Come on, fam. Unfortunately, I cannot fear or use drain life on mechanical things. Why? Who knows? Some RP thing. It's weird that I can't use drain life, but I can haunt in this so mechanical things can be haunted, but you can't drain their life. I guess they're not living. Whatever Blizzard, whatever floats your boat. And haunt still heals even if I hit a mechanical monster, so it's also kind of frustrating. I can't find any more Defiance Pillagers, so I'm just going to grind Watchers, and we're going to go to Westfall. Not Westfall, Wetlands. getting there. We getting there. What do I need? Like 2 more of these things. I guess now that I'm looking at it, the one drawback to using Master Channeler over demonic tactics is that you can't use Drain Life on mechanical things, so it kind of cuts your survivability in half. So in this instance, like if I was primarily leveling in an area where there was a lot of mechanical monsters, having the 10% crit is probably a little bit better. But there's only like 2 quests that focus around, maybe 3, that focus around killing these things. The rest you just kind of avoid them, so you don't really need it. Oh, did Haunt get resisted? I think it did. Easy clap. Right, so we're 16. I can put the last point in improved life tap. And then I'll probably use the next points to go into Demonic Embrace and then prepare myself for trying to find the meta rune. That'll be that. But yeah, we can hurt now. We can get out of here. We'll come back probably later. We'll come back. Alright, and let's go. Once I get on the flight path, I can talk about a little bit some other stuff before we get up out of here. All right, so where's that other page at? Here we go. So if you're if you're still thinking about getting into Season of Discovery and you want to know what's going on, I think Wildhead is. I haven't seen Icy Veins. I'm pretty sure it's not as good as Wildhead. Like Icy Veins hasn't been as good as Wildhead is in a minute. But yeah, let's max this up a little bit. So here's all the information you could want. Something even new. I'll probably check that out in a second here. But it has the overview, the new class role combinations, the rune engravings. It has all of the class rune discovery options. So if you play, like me, if you play Warlock, you click Warlock. And it shows if it's been discovered where each rune comes from. So Lake of Fire hasn't been discovered and confirmed and reported on. But Master Channeler has for the different races, so you can easily see there. Let's go back to that new thing. What is this? Gameplay notes December 1st. What we got? What's cooking? So as explained here yesterday, max rank can be achieved in phase 1 of Season Discovery is rank 3. Additionally, the title charm trinket does not drop from Prince Nasdaq and Arathi Highlands in phase 1. What is the title charm? Is that trinket that just like all it does is stun people? I feel like that's what it is. Let me look it up. Yeah, it's just a 3-second stun on use. So this doesn't drop. The Arena Master and Arena Grandmaster trinkets are not available in phase 1. So that means you don't got to kill yourself and go to Garabashi. It's not even there, guys, so take it easy. Runes that will become available in future phases cannot be obtained in current phase. That should go without saying. Like, this one, they didn't need to do this. Like, people really thought that. World chests located in high-level zones will not ever spawn during early phases. Okay. The Stranglethorn fishing tournament will begin with phase 2. So, okay. So, that changes some things because there was a helm. Let me see if I can find it. That you got from fishing, and I feel like you got it from high level areas, and it was like one of the best helms you could use as a Warlock tank because it had a lot of stamina. I think it had the most stamina for phase 1. See if I can find it. Stats and gear recommended. This one, the deep dive helm. Oh no, like fishing hat. This one. One of these. I think it's this one. Neither of them easy to obtain. Deep dive helm requires 230 engineering. So this is the engineering helm. So this is really one of the reasons why I picked gnomes, not only because they have the best ratios, because like you can only make this item with the engineering specialization. Lucky Fishing Hat requires you to fish up the anglerfish in Stranglethorn Vale. Obviously, as we just saw, this is not a thing, so you can't get Lucky Fishing Hat. So if I did bite the bullet and say, you know what, forget it, I'm gonna be a gnome, I'm gonna be a human warlock, and I'll just get Lucky's Fishing Hat. Well, it's not in the game now, and now I can't get this, and I don't have the engineer level to make this. So it would have, obviously this is not a big deal. I'm sure there would have been a helm with like, you know, maybe 10 stamina or 12 stamina that's comparable, but it would have irked me nevertheless. It would have irked me, trust and believe. Man, was there anything else? No, that was the last thing. So yeah, so you don't have to go to Stranglethorn. This one kind of surprises me, but then again, it doesn't. Like, you probably shouldn't be in Garabashi at level 25 and killing people. And there's a clear, to me, there's like a clear discrepancy in power levels right now. Like, at higher brackets, things might be a little bit more balanced. But like, if you look at it, like, let's go back to. Gosh, you know what? Hold on. Let's do this. Let's duplicate this one, and then we'll go back. I'm sure I landed already, but who cares? Like, if you're trying to PvP, and I said I outline Hunter. Like, Hunter gets Master Marksman, which we talked about, the 5% crit chance. They get Explosive Shot, which is already a really high hitting ability. They get Chimera Shot, which is also a high hitting ability. Even though it's based off weapon damage, still high hitting. And they get Sniper Training. Like, you're hard pressed to fight a Hunter. And they get Beast Mastery, which, you know, increases your pet's damage and health by 30%. Like, they get a lot. Like, Hunters are going to be demons in open world PvP, right? Hunters are going to be a problem. Paladins are going to be a problem if they can catch you, right? But still, Paladins still have Seal of the Martyr, which is going to hit really hard. They have Crusader Strike. They have an Interrupt. So you get an Interrupt on the right time on a caster. It lights out. You know, they're going to be seeing a Juice WRLD concert up in heaven, because that's where they're going to be at. Like, send them right back to the lobby. But yeah, some of this stuff is just not balanced on, like, not everything is on equal footing, in my opinion. Like, I don't think Warlocks are the best right now with like a DPS Warlock. I don't know if they fare the best with this setup. Like you gotta look at both of them. I know I was looking at the ones that was just discovered, but even looking at both of them, like, how does a Warlock so even if all of this stuff was active, right? Like, we can exclude Metamorphosis, we can exclude probably Shadowball Volley. Like, you're not gonna use that in a PvP setup, but if you use, let's say Everlasting Affliction, let's say Incinerate, let's say Demonic Tactics, right? Or maybe even Master Channeler to help drain, right? Or even Chaos Bolt, because I know some Warlocks are going to try it. They're going to try to get the hard cast on Chaos Bolt. One Interrupt and it's lights out for like 80% of your spell repertoire. And then you're getting smoked. Your pets aren't that strong right now. What is it? The Succubus, even at, because I think you get the Succubus at 20, but it doesn't learn Seduce until later levels. So you're smoked. Sure, you could fear, but a Paladin's just going to bubble and laugh at you and then hit you with Crusader Strike, and then you're going to be sad. So I can understand why they wouldn't allow this to be in the game just yet, because there's still some discrepancies, in my opinion, about power levels between runes. So the Tidal Charm is a weird one. I don't know. It seems kind of random. I don't know why they wouldn't have that in phase 1, but it's just a trinket that just stuns for 2 seconds, and it can be resisted. Like, I don't know. That seems a little weird. But to each his own, Blizzard. To each his own. Let's see. Did I land? I did land. What do I gotta do? I gotta go buy this bronze tube. I still don't know what they want me to have this bronze tube for, but I'm gonna skip it. I feel like it's not even that important. Skip it. Buy as many healing potions as available. I feel like this is like hardcore stuff. Like, I'm starting to get flashbacks of hardcore where I had to check the vendors and buy healing pots and stuff like that. Looks like I've lost my imp. Anytime I take a flight path, I always lose the imp. I'm gonna have to summon him back. Alright, we hear you. Why are you not even looking at? That's not a TV, my guy. That's a picture. All right, homie. If this is the guy, he doesn't have it. So he ain't got it. And now we take the boat to Dark Shore. And I hope it's not it. That boat never leaves. All right, let's see. Dark Shore boat. Dark Shore boat. I should have actually. I can try to sell these. 2 spirit, 2 stamina isn't the best, but maybe a bear druid will want it for the extra stam. Who knows? Look at all the peeps. It says level my first aid and my cooking while I wait. I guess I could do first aid, even though I feel like again it's more of a hardcore thing. I don't want to use all of them though. I'll do like 10. I haven't even used the ones that I made. Yeah. There we go. I don't think I even set the realm. I'm playing on Lava Lash. So here's the thing with Lava Lash. I'm not in any respect of the word an RPer. The reason why I'm playing on an RP server is because Wild Growth was gatekeeping. It would not let me on. It was like a queue of 6,000 and it was like a 2-hour wait time and I wasn't waiting 2 hours. So I was like, all right, what's the next best thing? An RP server. It is what it is, and then I just became established. Of course, the plan was just to play on Lava Lash until Wild Growth stabilized, but by the time it did, I was busy and I had to take care of IRL stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'm here now. I got the name Soulstone, right, which is kind of dope. Like, I wanted Soul. Someone stole that from me. So if you out there and you see this, like, yo, I'm really hot at you, but also contact me. I'll buy it off you. No cap. But I feel like for a Warlock, Soulstone is the next best thing. No special characters. It's the real deal. I'm the originator. You ain't gonna get this name. And then I proceeded to like save all of the tune names that I like with the word soul in it. So you ain't gonna get none of them. Trust and believe. They all mines. But we gonna see. I guess while I wait for this boat ride, we can also talk more about BFD because I'm really excited to do that. Let me just bring this over here. So this is for everybody who, if you don't know, it's 10 player only, 7 bosses, 3-day lockout, easy clap, right? It does have a world buff tied to it right over here. Which increases the critical strike chance of spells, melee, and range by 2%, gives you some attack power and some movement speed, which is pretty dope. We still don't know. So we know the bosses. This is the boss list. I'm pretty sure for the demo we were able to, like, I know we saw Baron Aquanus. I know I saw Gamora from S-Fan. I saw part of Lady Severus. I didn't see Gelahast. If someone did make it, you can let me know, but I didn't see the last 4. I did see the first 3. I didn't see the last 4. Let me make sure the boat. Okay, we're here. I don't want to be on this boat. Hold up. I don't want to be on this boat forever. Let me just jump off and then we can finish talking about it. Alright. So we still don't know a lot about this whole instance here, which I kind of like. I had very mixed emotions and opinions about certain things Blizzard kept secret, certain things they released to the public. As much as it annoys me, it kind of still is a little cool that the Metamorphosis rune hasn't been discovered just yet, because it still kind of promotes a sense of wonder. I don't think I'm necessarily going to be the person to figure it out, especially if it's a step-by-step process. Normally, I have a pretty one-track mind about when I'm leveling. Like, I got blinders on. I kind of focus on the thing. So I will bet a large amount of money that I will not be the person to discover the meta rune. So there you have it. But I still think like having those mysterious elements is kind of the like heart and soul of vanilla, like discovering things out in the world. So having runes that no one's found yet kind of promotes that. And of course, once the information's out there, people are going to share it across the internet, yada yada yada, which is fine. That's normal shit. But It's kind of cool. But anyway, Black Fathom also has this something. Where is it? That oil that you can get that increases your chance to hit with attacks, which I thought was pretty cool as well. We already went over the loot guide, right? I didn't go over every single thing. I know I did the you know what? We could run it through real quick. I'm gonna run it through, and I think that'll be that. So the amulets. I'll talk about Warlock specifically. So amulets. There's a couple here you could use as a Warlock tank. I think this one is the most evident because again it has that bonus armor. Remember, I feel like Warlocks act kind of like Druids, so when you see things with a lot of armor, especially because they wear cloth, they need as much armor as they can to mitigate damage. They can't parry, just like Druids. Can't parry. You can only rely on dodge and just having a high enough health pool to up front. So this one kind of stands out. What the problem with this one is it doesn't have any stamina. So realistically, if you're going for a high stamina one, the Voidwalker Brooch is probably one, but that defense gets wasted because Warlocks in the meta form can't be crit. So the defense is kind of useless. The Stamina Spirit one here is also a pretty decent one. Has a lot of stamina. Spirit is also kind of meh because you have a life tap. So you have that there. The Black Shroud Choker has 4 stamina, has less stamina than the others, but it does have Shadow Resist, which can be cool. It also increases damage done by shadow spells. Again, we already talked about how shadow spells, like your fire spells, is what's gonna drive warlocks who tank their threat. So the shadow spell thing, you can give this to someone who actually does shadow damage. But I think probably for armor, like for effective health, you got Jagged Bone Necklace, the Voidwalker Brooch, or the Droplet Choker. This one doesn't have stamina, does have armor on it. You multiply that by 5, and you get 105 armor. So that's where you are with that. Or you get the stamina ones. The cloaks. So the cloaks are all pretty in fair contention for a Warlock tank. Agility contributes to dodge. Intellect contributes to your mana pool. Strength doesn't really do anything for you. So I would say probably one of these two. If I had to guess, I'd probably say it's hard. It's hard because this is avoidance. This is straight up avoidance, whereas this is just your mana pool. So it's kind of hard to say. If the old tank in me says get the avoidance pick. So that's kind of how I feel. But I could understand if you want Flowing Scarf. Rings. Some of these rings have some cool effects. So this one just increases your swim speed by 10%. It's like the Hydro Cane. That's kind of cool. This one slightly increases your stealth detection, which is kind of meh. Unless there's a mechanic that is surrounded by detecting things, and I don't think hunters have flare in vanilla, so this might be a thing. This is a hunter-only ring that increases your damage done with your pets by 1%. This is kind of cool if you're like an orc hunter, because you get the 5% racial, and then you get this ring that increases your damage done by your pets by 1%, so that's kind of cool. This is a ring that increases your damage done with spells, so this is probably the one that you pick. You could pick this one for the stamina, but that strength is useless, so I'd probably say this one or this one for stamina. These other ones are just kind of meh. You can't use the hunter one, obviously, and these ones are just kind of gimmicks. Trinkets, I think we talked about already for the Warlocks, the Invokers of Void Pearl, and the Imp one, because we're the only ones who can use that. The other ones don't really. I mean, this one, I don't know what this does. I don't know if this Murloc that summoned just gives you a version of Shadow Protection, which is exactly what Shadow Resistance is. That's kind of silly, but it probably does more. Let me see. Can I click on it? Open a new tab. Oh, they even have a fake model of it. Let me see. Name Murgo. Does he have a spell list? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a list of spells that he can cast. Nothing. Okay. So yeah. But he is out for 30 minutes, which is a long time, so I guess there's that. Cloth armor. So I talked about the Clan Weave Tunic. That one is prime Warlock tank area. High armor, some agility for dodge, a lot of stamina, and intellect for mana pool. That screams Warlock tank to me. So this one has 4 strength, 7 agility, and 7 spirit. I don't know who this is for, to be quite honest with you. Part of me feels like it's for paladins. Part of me feels like it's for shaman tanks. But it's cloth, so I don't know who this is for. But strength and agility, I mean, Obviously, warriors are going to be looking at it. Rogues are going to be looking at it. Hunters are probably going to be looking at it. Druids are probably going to be looking at it. So I just don't know why they put strength and agility and spirit on cloth. I don't know who they're really singled this out for. That's kind of weird. These, did I talk about these already? I don't think I did. Well, anyway, I think these are just generic caster gloves, like intellect, spirit, stamina, spell power, easy clap. These are the Warlock gloves I talked about. Now, you don't really deal shadow damage, but they have bonus armor. They have a lot of stamina. You can make a case. This one looks like generic caster stuff. This looks like generic caster stuff. Now, keep in mind, you could use the generic caster stuff, but you really don't want to take stuff from the DPS because you don't want them taking stuff from you. This also looks like generic caster stuff, even though this does have a decent amount of stamina. Shoulders have no stamina, just a lot of intellect and spirit, so do that what you will. Then you have this one with just intellect and increased damage done by frost spells, so mage boys. And then this cloth belt with a lot of stamina, a lot of intellect. This is also like the Warlock stuff. Cloth set, so the Twilight Invoker shoes. So this looks like it does the same thing as the Avengers one. This is the Invoker. The Avenger is the physical version. So it increases your chance to hit with spells, melee, and range by 1%, which is always good. So this doesn't have stamina on it. The boots don't have stamina on it, so you probably won't be using. I mean, you have to. If you really want this set as a Warlock tank, you have to equip this. But do you really equip these boots with no stamina over like? Where is it? Not those. Wasn't there another pair of boots? Maybe there wasn't. I mean, I guess if there's not another pair of boots, then sure. I'm sure there's another pair of boots. Like you can get like a highlight of the whale or of the eagle, which is just intellect and stamina, and be alright. But if you want this set, by all means. Leather. Let's look through it real quick. I do plan on having a druid at some point. We could look through it real quick. So anything with the bonus armor, automatically, I think druid in my opinion, because druids obviously have the armor modifier in bear form. So the Hydra, Hide, Curious, strength, stamina, intellect, really good, all pretty good stats. Strength, stamina, spirit. Spirit's kind of meh, but whatever. High armor, sturdy hood, 134 armor on a goddamn helm, and 15 stamina. This is like prime druid stuff. This might even be good for the other tanks that don't wear leather, like the warriors and the like. This is a lot, but this should be druid prio, no cap. Mantle of the Thresher Slayer, a lot of armor, damage done to beasts. So this okay with physical attack. So this has no stats. It has a lot of armor and it has like increased damage to beasts. So if you're having threat issues on the turtle boss, which probably is where this comes from, it's called the Thresher Slayer. Probably comes from the turtle boss. I would say that. This is pretty solid too. 81 armor, 8 agility, 10 stamina, really good. This one is caster stuff. These are okay. Low on stamina, but these are okay. These are also pretty good. 75 armor, a lot of armor on bracers. So yeah, druid, and caster. Twilight leather. So each armor class gets the same version of the set, so we don't have to go through everything, but you guys see if you want the set and you're thinking about it. As far as a druid is concerned, you have to put this in the chest, the boots, and the helm. I think the chest is pretty highly contested. It does have 13 agility and 9 stamina for 103 armor, but this one is probably better for survivability. Once you have that survivability, this one has more avoidance, has 13 agility. I think you need 20 agility to hit 1% dodge, so it's not far off from that, you know what I mean? So, and it is tied to the set. So increasing hit is really important for tanks. So this might be really good for there, so keep that in mind. The helm. This is a solid helm. It is probably better along with the set than trying to compare this to the sturdy hood or even this one, right? But this one is better than the Twilight Slayer's cowl is better than Artemis cowl for tanking. For survivability, sturdy hood is better than this one, but again, this is part of a set, so keep that in mind. And we have the Elementalist leather set, which this is the one that doesn't have the set bonuses listed. So I don't know what. I mean, I assume Blizzard is just going to keep it the same, right? I don't see them making the caster version of the leather set different than the physical leather and the caster cloth, right? That would be kind of silly or kind of out of left field, but yeah, keep that in mind. The Avenger set is for male boys, so the Warriors and the Paladins, it literally does the same thing for set bonuses, stuff like that. Male armor, so for Warriors and Paladins, so I feel like bonus armor is not as important for the Warriors and Paladins. Obviously, it helps with mitigation, especially if you get it early while you're gearing up. But once you have the gear, you can kind of opt to get like things with agility, with a little bit more avoidance. Like as an example, let me see if I can find a comparison. So there's nothing here I can compare side by side. But we can just do the stuff. So the adamantite tortoise armor, this is like an upgraded version of, I feel like the original turtle, but this has 338 armor with 11 stamina. Obviously this is for mitigation, doesn't have any DPS stats, which I feel like might be important, especially for the tanks that don't get the innate 50% threat increase. So this one is okay, but I don't know if I would use it over something with other threat stats on it. That's 11 strength, 6 stamina. This is okay. This is like, it's 3 spirit. Why would they add spirits? That seems kind of silly. Has a lot of strength on it. It's cool, I guess. This one is more up to speed for tanking. Even though it has less stamina than the crab shell waders, which is pretty good. 6 stamina is okay. You're only trading 2 stamina points for 5 agility. So let's think about it like that. I guess you're trading a little bit of strength too, but that's not bad. These are gloves. These are okay, I guess. This is a tank one. When you see defense, it's just straight up tank. 7 stamina, 9 strength. Oh, I guess I could have compared these two. So this one is like a pure mitigation. So this one has 14 stamina, double the stamina as the Mask of Scorn. A little bit less strength, but obviously has that bonus armor. This one, again, mitigation. So if things are hitting hard, which Blizzard did state that since we've seen the demo and we've seen kind of how hard things are hitting, they have increased the damage that stuff does. So who knows? You might actually want to use Shadow Scale Coif and Adamantine Tortoise armor and all that stuff, because we don't know how hard this stuff hits yet. This is a pretty good DPS piece. 10 strength, 7 agility, 9 stamina. Even though it's really good for tanking, this is a good DPS piece. So this one is probably going to be contested. Another mitigation piece. Only tanks want this. You don't got to worry about it. This one's okay. 11 stamina. This is the shoulder item. So this one has 11 stamina versus the 6 stamina and the defense. I don't know how often you're going to be getting crit, so you might opt to take this one because you're getting more stamina for a little bit less armor and strength for defense, I guess. So you could see it that way. This one's a mitigation piece. It's not bad though. 7 strength and 9 stamina and defense. That's not bad at all. Like that's actually a pretty good balance. The male bracers, you get 4 agility, 7 stamina. Again, not bad. And then there's a strength variant, so Warriors don't have to. I mean, Warriors are still gonna steal this one, but yeah, there's a strength and there's an agility variant. I mean, Warriors and Paladins are the only ones who wear mail at this level, right? Shamans can't wear mail yet. Hunters can't wear mail yet. So they're just going to watch. They're going to look at this drop, and then they're going to just ask them to put their tears in a cup so you can drink it later. That's all. Twilight Avengers Helm, we already went through all these sets, so we ain't got to do that. And then the weapons we went through, right? I'm pretty sure I went through already. I didn't go through the range, all the range. I did mention the epic, all of the epics. So this is the epic crossbow. It's 2.8, which is pretty decent. Like looking at it from a hunter aspect, they do kind of want slow weapons. There's a slower one, has 5 strength on it, but this one's pretty good, and it increases range attack power. So I'm gonna be honest with you, you are a big troll. You are a troll if you take this. What is it called? The Azari Arbalest. You're a troll if you're a warrior or a rogue, and you take that over a hunter. It only works with ranged attack power, and it's pretty slow. Like, that's trolling. That's hard trolling. So, and on the flip, hunters probably don't want. I doubt both of these drop at the same time, but if they did, hunters don't want this. It keeps hunters out of the way of the Naga Heart Render. And this one, the Baal Modan Blunderbuss. So everybody kind of gets something. There's a lot of range weapons here. Jesus, there's 4 range weapons here. Tanks kind of got their own. They have the defense one, I guess, which is okay. And then there's wands, which don't really do anything spectacular, unfortunately. Yeah, you get a little bit of shadow resist. You get 5 intellect, I guess isn't bad, to be honest. 5 intellect is a lot for a wand slot. Main hand weapons. This is the, pardon me. This is the main hand version of the fist weapon that I was talking about. There's an offhand version right here, Gusting Wind. So you have Crashing Thunder and Gusting Wind, both of which have a chance on hit proc to do nature damage. It's really fast though. It's 1.4 attack speed on both of them. Yeah, so they're really fast. Again, I don't know if rogues or shamans can really utilize these. I don't even know if shamans can use fist weapons, to be quite honest. I'd have to look at the actually, let me see. Let me see if their rune tells me. Oh, wait. Oh, this is live. We got some updates. Oh, I'm getting distracted. All right, hold on. Let me check something real quick. We're gonna check that. We're gonna look at the live updates. Then we're gonna get out of here. Let's see. So where is the season discovery runes? Open link, new tab. Shamans, dual wield specialization, increase chance to hit with both attacks while dual wielding, and storm strike. So it doesn't tell you if you can use. It doesn't improve like weapon options, but I think shamans can use switch weapons, so if they can, GG's. I don't know if rogues are going to use these. They like swords, right? Slow sword, or one fast sword, one slow sword. So I don't know. But Blizzard said, we hear you and we got you. And they got, this is a test item. What is it? Test Dark Water Tall War. It doesn't even have an attack speed on it. Doesn't have any stats. It's just chance on hit, chance Shadow Bolt. This is probably a bug for this. This is probably the actual version. This is a test version. I'm speculating. I don't know, but I would assume it literally does the exact same thing, same level of requirement. So, but yeah, this is pretty slow. 2.7, pretty slow with the chance on hit to do some magic damage. Not bad. Mace, intellect, spirit, stamina, caster, strength, stamina with a little bit of armor. Main hand, tank. Warlocks cannot use maces, so you're free there. So this is like a warrior paladin thing or a druid thing. Even though I don't think a druid would only want to use a one-hander. Then we got two-handed weapons, most of these. So we got this. This is a monster. 12 agility and 11 stamina. It's a great polearm. It's really solid. Then we got the epic caster staff. Increases damage and healing done by 26 with 15 intellect. That's a lot. 14 spirit and 5 shadow resist. It's pretty decent. Twilight Sage Walker stick. This is a healing staff. Only increases your healing. So I guess even though there's gonna be some healers who are looking at this and drooling, roll that tongue back up in your mouth. This is for you, boyos. The Wrathful Spire. I think this is the nature spell one. Yep, this is like boom boys, elemental shamans. Yeah. Coral Reef Axe, 9 stamina, 13 spirit, 3.3, 24.7. It's not bad. Could be a little bit better. Doesn't have really good DPS stats, but it's there, right? Fist of the Wild has armor, every single stat, and increases attack power while in the animal forms. The only thing they left off this item is saying it's only for druids. And they probably should have, because if you're a monster, again, you're a monster if you're a paladin or a warrior, and you take this, the first one that drops over a druid, like you're an animal. Especially knowing that there's two-handed swords that you could use. The first one is an epic, which splashes the target with ancient corrosive poison that deals 20 nature damage every 3 seconds and lowers their armor, so it's a under armor effect. The other one has a conal AoE, frontal AoE, and increases your chance to hit. Both of these are pretty good. This one's a little bit slower. This one has higher weapon damage, so both of these are pretty good. So yeah, again, if you're a red paladin or a warrior, you're a monster if you take the Fist of the Wild. Relics, I think we went over, and the offhands we went over. So all in all, Black Fathom Notes, can't wait. Can't wait. Let's look at some of this balance adjustments and stuff. We're going to put you in one tab and you in another tab. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so this is the stuff that I read before. They added a little second part. See also previously referenced blue post to answer the question. Okay, so yeah, that's nothing new there. Okay, easy clap. Next, balance adjustments. Let's see what we got. Healing caused by arcane explosion reduced by 80%. I feel like I said this in my mage stream that arcane explosion, if left unchecked, would be a lot of damage. So look at the note. We did not intend for mage healing to trivialize content. It says it all right there. Let's see the next one. Explosive shot rune ability has been redesigned and its damage dramatically decreased. See, I told you, I said hunters would be menaces, and explosive shot was too strong. I haven't even leveled or seen a hunter, and I knew looking at explosive shot, it was wild. So let's see the change. Each time it deals damage, and now damages all enemies within 8 yards of the primary target. What up, Cap? What up, Cap? Just going over the new updates. I'm about to get up out of here. But looking at the nerfs that I literally predicted like 10 minutes ago, at least for the hunter. Chimera shot's damage was reduced by 85%. I knew hunters were getting nerfed. They were going to be menaces. So here we go. When it comes to output, hunters are proving to be an outlier. With these changes, explosive shots should fill the AoE niche, and hunters should still be very strong, but it's also more in line with the output for the other classes at 25. Adjustments have been made to the PvP action relevant to be a little bit easier. Okay, that's fine. Numerous fixes have been made to rune acquisitions to make it less prone to bottlenecking. That's also pretty good. Pardon me. Let's see. Fix the bug with Twilight Lord Kelris and Black Fathom Beast that was causing him to target pets with his abilities too often, including sleep, which I can understand that. If you're a hunter or a warlock and your pets are going to sleep, probably not the ideal situation. Fix the bug with Alchemize Void Elemental bosses that cause their Shadow Ball Volley to deal incorrect damage. I wonder if it was incorrect in a low way or incorrect in a high way. That's interesting. But this right here, like I already knew this was gonna happen. We ain't even gotta talk about the mage thing. That's a fact. This, they didn't mention it, but this is probably what made hunters retarded in PvP. Redonkulous. Like they reduced Chimera shot to 85%. I think it was like 125% before. Now it's 85. I wonder if, can we check that real quick? Let's see. Let me see. Chimera shot. Yeah, 125%. Yeah, 125% weapon damage. Wild. If you have Venom Strike from Wailing Caverns, you're going off. If you get one of those bows from Black Fathom Depths, you're going off with Chimera shot. So I knew those hunters was gonna get nerfed. I knew it. I knew that. Can't wait to see all the content creators post this pup. Maybe I'll do a quick video too, but for those who join me in the stream, you saw it here first. And I think that's it. I've been through a lot. I'm gonna get back to leveling. Like I said before, I'm on Lava Lash. If you see me, hit me up. Name Soulstone. Once I find that meta rune, I'm gonna be tanking. It's gonna be a thing. Keep that in mind. In fact, let me just breeze through this real quick just to make sure it didn't get updated and discovered while I was streaming. Let me double check. This rune has not been discovered yet. Just to double check. Nope, hasn't been discovered yet. So we rocking. I think Wildhead's gonna post it. Like meta's gonna be one of them ones that people are waiting on. So Wildhead's gonna be posted. So yeah, we here. But like I said, catch me out in the world. Say what's up. Other than that, y'all been great. I've been Soul and I'm out. Peace.